WWE just dropped a massive announcement, and we're going to talk about how it affects literally absolutely everything. Also, in addition to that, a former WWE superstar debuted in AEW today, and WWE is launching a new show. And if you guys want more videos like this, go ahead and click that subscribe button, and don't forget to drop a comment down below. I want to know what you guys think of today's news. I want to kick things off with Isla Dawn. That's right. We know she's no longer in WWE, and we know that AEW is in Glasgow, Scotland. But what's really happening here? Well, ladies and gentlemen, she has officially debuted. Now, I'm not going to tell you guys what actually went down because, of course, AEW's on tape delays, and nobody really knows for sure, listen, what I'm trying to tell you guys is this. I'm not going to be a POS and spoil the outcome of these matches, but there's been rumors for a while that Isla Dawn would be coming to AEW. There's rumors that AEW would have signed Isla Dawn, and basically, we know that she's there. We know that she debuted. We know that she actually made her in-ring debut, and I believe this was for Collision. Of course, AEW is doing a double taping with Dynamite and Collision. But that we don't know, obviously, if they're going to be airing some sort of vignettes, which sometimes happens. You know, AEW will surely advertise things or announce things ahead of time anyways. We've seen them do this. It's a marketing tactic that they've done. But I'm happy about this. I think it's cool. Isla Dawn's a good talent. I think she deserves to be on TV. I would say WWE did drop the ball with her a little bit. You know, I think maybe some people don't want to admit that, but I will. I'll admit that. I think they could have done so much with Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. WWE chose not to do that. And, you know, it kind of sucks because she is somebody who really gets it. And even at one point, WWE trusted her enough to be in Mexico with Stephanie Vakir. But this is good, right? You know, for AEW, signing another WWE talent. The real question here is, what else do you do? What else do you do with them? You know? That's my thing. I often get blamed. I know it sounds crazy. I often get blamed for criticizing new signings, and then they don't do anything with them. And then, of course, it's like a cycle because it's happened literally so much. But personally speaking, I like Isla Dawn. I think there's things you can do with her, especially with this little creepy group that you got with Julia Hart and Sky Blue and Tekla. Like, maybe you could throw her into that. I don't know. Like, just do something, right? Your women's division's improving a lot. So, I mean, I shouldn't really get flamed online for asking, new signings to be treated better. But who knows what AEW will do. But nonetheless, I'm happy for Isla Dawn. What a great talent, and deserves to be on TV. And listen, I might not be rocking with AEW as much lately, but it doesn't change anything. I want them to exist, and I want people to get paid, and that's what's important. All right, speaking of getting paid, what about Peacock? Well, ladies and gentlemen, apparently WWE is working out a new deal with Peacock, and we don't really know all the details, but The Hollywood Reporter has come out with a new report that suggests WWE and Peacock have worked out a deal to now include a new main roster WWE program that will stream on the NBC Universal digital platform. We don't know anything else other than that. We don't know anything else other than that. And that's where things get a little bit weird, right? For me, it becomes weird because how much more programming are we going to get? WWE has Raw, NXT, SmackDown, Main Event, and of course, Evolve. Not only that, but there's WWE LFG and pretty much everything else that WWE does. But of course, we know that WWE is leaving Peacock, sort of. So what's the deal here? What's the situation? Listen, I actually have no problem with WWE starting another program if it's going to be meaningful. If it's not going to be meaningful, I do not have any interest in that. But main roster programming is something that is interesting to me because that means we're staying away from like the concept of NXT Level Up or LFG or something like that. So whatever this may be is relatively cool without even knowing all the details because it involves main roster talent. Now, also, the reason why I even bring this up is because WWE Speed is no longer happening. So is there a possibility where maybe WWE Speed becomes a show on Peacock? That would be kind of crazy considering that the point of it was to be on Twitter because everybody's got brain rot. So maybe this is a situation where WWE putting that on Peacock wouldn't work out. I don't know. but I'm always intrigued with this kind of stuff. I like the idea of a lot of wrestling shows having a lot of content. What I don't like is when a lot of the content is not meaningful. So I'm hoping that this show is meaningful. I'm hoping that WWE does something here that actually matters to the main roster and actually matters to the wrestlers who are in it. Who knows? Who knows what that may be? But WWE is very much, especially right now in today's day and age, they're very much a content publishing machine. And when you publish as much content, sometimes quality takes a hit. So I don't want WWE's quality to take a hit. I want WWE to do well. I want every company to do well. Is this a situation where WWE might be doing too much? I don't know. But it goes to show you that their relationship with Peacock and NBC is still good despite the fact that they're leaving, which is why this very next topic is absolutely insane, because WWE made a massive announcement today, and that is officially WrestlePalooza. However, it's not just a pay-per-view announcement, because what we've also learned with today's announcement is that WWE is in fact starting early with their ESPN deal. So after Clash in Paris, WWE has now revealed all of their pay-per-views will now air on the ESPN app. So they are in fact getting out of their deal early, and they are starting this new deal while maintaining a positive relationship with Peacock, which is fascinating. WWE, I mean, if I was NBC, I'd probably be pissed off. Somehow, some way, WWE has figured out a way to keep them happy. So now WrestlePalooza has been revealed. It is taking place at the Cambridge Fieldhouse. It's taking place in Indianapolis. If you guys saw the thumbnail of this video, I think the logo is pretty ass. I'm not going to lie, but it is what it is. WrestlePalooza has been revealed, but the main interesting thing is that it is revealed that Clash in Paris is the last PLE for Peacock. So based on the last topic where we know they're going to have something new come to Peacock, we have to wait for those details. WrestlePalooza has been revealed. All the pay-per-views, Survivor Series, all the rest of them are starting now on ESPN. Tomorrow is the day that the ESPN app works. I'm going to show everybody how to use that, which will be great because I think a lot of people could learn from it. WWE also revealed that John Cena is headlining the show, which is great. WrestlePalooza is in fact going head-to-head with AEW. All Out. We're very aware of that. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, man. WWE is not BSing around. They're not BSing. Crown Jewel, Survivor Series, all the rest of these shows are going to be on ESPN. It's happening. It's official. WWE is really just laser focused on giving you guys the deal early. I'm excited for the ESPN WWE era. I think it was inevitable. I've said this years ago. I truly believe it's inevitable. Now it's actually happening. And now the fact that it's happening, I really hope WWE executes this well, because it just seems like a lot of money on the table for them to mess around. So don't mess around, WWE. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the Ango Show.